everyone. I'm Shannon Lukens with Mountain TV, and this is our weekly Colorado Parks and Wildlife update. We're with Rachel Gonzalez, and Rachel, we're so happy you're here. Rachel is the Northwest Region Public Information Officer for Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Tell us where you are this week.
Yes, so this week we are at the beautiful Connected Lakes, which is one of the string of pearls that we like to call them, at James M. Robb Colorado River State Park, right here in Grand Junction.
Tell us about testing for ANS, aquatic nuisance species. It is so important. I know here in Steamboat Springs and Routt County, there's a lot of testing spots and a lot of the lakes and rivers, and especially mainly the big bodies of water. So tell us about that, why it's so important.
Yes. So an invasive species is just that. It is a species that is not native to Colorado, and it shouldn't be here. And they are so dangerous, not just to, the fish habitat, our water, our lakes and streams, but in some cases, they can also be damaging to water infrastructure. So unfortunately, as everybody knows, a couple years ago, Highline Lake State Park tested positive and is now considered an infested body of water for zebra mussels. It is back open. Last year, we actually drained the lake completely in an effort to eradicate zebra mussels, and it's open to boating. Unfortunately, during that time, we also discovered zebra mussel larvae in the Colorado River. So not only here in the Grand Valley is it important to prevent that spread, but all over the state of Colorado. And, unfortunately, again, we had an aquatic nuisance species, but we also have to remember plants can be an invasive species as well. And so simple steps that can take maybe 5-10 minutes, sometimes longer, depending on what you're cleaning, is just to clean, drain, and dry. All of that in that small amount of time can prevent major problems, both economic and damaging to our ecosystem. So again, clean, drain, and dry. We don't want people to be a pain in the ANS, as we like to say. So this can be anything from your vessels, your paddle boards, your kayaks. It is required for anything with a motor or trailer that may touch water. But we often forget about our fishing gear. As we are fishing in all of the beautiful areas that Colorado has to offer, we need to remember when you're done and you're packing everything away in your vehicle from that day's fishing trip, take a couple extra minutes, clean your gear, get the dirt off, rinse the water, because again, that simple step can help protect thousands of miles of river and potentially water infrastructures, things like that. Part of all of this is we have our aquatic nuisance species team, and they go out and routinely test bodies of water throughout Colorado. So all of our state parks. We also have them at some of the larger lakes. And it can be anything from like a shoreline where they're going around checking the shoreline, or we have these cool little PVC devices. They're just basically flat pieces of PVC plastic that we drop into the water because things like zebra mussels like to attach to that stuff. So those are the types of sampling that we're doing. We collect water samples through like plankton tow sampling, which will then go back to our lab in Denver for testing as well. So a ton of different, sampling efforts that help protect Colorado's bodies of water.
Thank you so much, Rachel Gonzalez with Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Tell us where we can find out more.
Yep. So you can learn more about how not to be a pain in the ANS on our website.